This is the story of a car, a special, freaky little car that greatly contributed to my early childhood by keeping me curious, adventurous, and patient. I grew up playing all sorts of Nintendo DS, Wii, and PS3 games, but I also had a blast experiencing the masterpieces that are point-and-click adventure games from the 90s. My father had a box of old computer game discs, and once or twice a year we would get the urge to dig them out and pop them into the laptop. One of my favorite games to play on those special occasions was
Hi, I'm Putt-Putt. Come join me on my adventure. I'm ready to go.
So I played several games that are part of this genre, but this specific Putt-Putt game was revolutionary to young me and served as a great introduction to these types of games. I would love to show off my gameplay from revisiting this game, but I want the purpose of this video to be a summary, review, or just a quick revisit for nostalgia's sakes. Anyone that's seen this game in their past will hopefully be happy to see it again and be reminded of it, and for anyone that hasn't, I just want to convey how much I value and appreciate this game for how much fun I had when I was a kid. But to get right into it, when you start the game, you meet Putt-Putt in his house. You learn from his radio that there's going to be a parade later, and he gets pretty pumped and wants to go to it. You get to interact with almost every object in his room, with everything making a noise or having a special animation or special dialogue. It just felt so amazingly interactive and fun when I was a kid. There weren't any other games besides this genre that had this effect for me. After gobbling down some, tire O's, and prepping for the day, you take Putt-Putt into town to talk to the fire truck, who tells you that there are a few things you need to do before you can be in the parade. Along with mowing lawns to get money for a car wash, Smokey the fire truck tells you need to get a balloon and a pet, all in order to join the parade. And thus, your adventure begins. Once you've crossed through the intersection, which scared me horribly as a kid, I'm not sure why, to the red street, you're met with a problem. There are a bunch of tacks all over the ground, and if you try to cross them, Putt-Putt breaks all of his legs. It's gruesome, I know. After getting towed back into town, you end up exploring a little bit while trying to find a solution to your problem. During this time, you might find the cave with the dog in it, where you'll find out that you need to find food to lure him out with, and you can find a bag of birdseed at the little market, which can be used later, and if you talk to the man running the market, you're able to deliver his groceries to people in return for money. And when you stumble across a movie theater, you get sent on a mission to find this dumb woman's son. I don't know how the idiot lost him, but once you pick the crying little wimp from the group of all the other children watching the movie, she lets you keep the balloon, which means you've completed one of 3 steps. At this point, having the 2 cents that you need, you can make your way to the car wash, where things get a little freaky.
Yes. Ah, that feels great. Uh-oh.
But that's what she said.
I'm not so sure about this.
What? Oh my god.
Wow, that wasn't so bad after all.
Why do you have so much garbage inside you?
What?
Oh. Do we have to rinse again? Okay. The next place you typically go in the game, and arguably my favorite part of the game, is the toy shop. In here you can ask the lady if she has anything that can pick up metal, and would you look at that, apparently Putt-Putt left a magnet in there not long ago. I've always had a lurking theory that he's the stupid kid of town. But anyway, this place is my favorite because of how much the creators added in there to make it interactive and fun. Nearly every single toy you click on the shelves has a little game you can play, or at least a little animation or skit. I just think it's great they made it so interactive and fun. And as an adult now, it seems like such a simple extra thing that's not even needed. But as a kid, it made the game feel so real and expansive, and I wouldn't love it as much without it. And now, finally, we can travel to the red road, pick up the tacks, and start asking people if we can mow their lawns. And this is the part where little me learned what annoying game design is. Although, this is a kid's game, so it's not really a big deal. But basically, in their lawn mowing minigame, you just have to go back and forth, circle, 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 and just, mow the lawn. But they made it very finicky, so you can just happen to have tiny little thin streaks across the whole thing and have to go back over them again. Honestly, it's fine though, because when I was a kid, I enjoyed it, though there was slight annoyance sometimes. But overall, I still see it as a positive aspect of the game. While mowing their lawns, you end up finding a bone. Sure, you can guess what that's used for. But now that we have all the money we need, we can make our second to last stop at the coloring station. I don't know what it's called. But this place is scary. I swear it's a blood show. You won't even believe the carnage and violence that these madmen had to come up with to create this. I'll show you in this clip. Sorry you have to see this. Now that we have our balloon, car wash, and optional color job, we get to make our way to the cave and tame a wild beast. I love that this is the first game in the whole 15 game series, and you actually experience the origin story of your relationship with the puppy that you have throughout all the games. And with that, having only taken me 40 minutes when it would normally take me several days as a kid, we've reached the end. Once you talk to Old Smokey and tell him that you've completed all your tasks, he'll enter you in the parade and you get to lead it. I think it's a really charming end to the game, and you even get to click on each car and watch what their pets do. I just really wanted to share this game because it was really special to me as a kid, and I just think it's so amazing that they created it like this with what resources they had and made it so interactive and creative. I wish I could have shown all the details in this video, because every single sprite or odd object that you click has a special animation or even further interaction or further purpose in the game. In later games like Putt-Putt Joins the Circus, it gets even more in depth and you have to go all over the map back and forth and find items that you might be holding onto in your inventory for the whole game and not find use until the end. It just felt so involving, fun, and immersive as a kid. If anyone else had this experience, you should let me know what you think about it, or any other ways that it impacted your life. If you want to see the full gameplay of my revisit, I think I'll post it on my second channel, so check that out in the description. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. I think this is the start of a series where I'm going to be playing all sorts of games from my childhood and telling about them or revisiting them, because they almost all had a huge impact on me, and I want to see if other people share these memories or can relate. But anyway, thank you for your time, and stay baked, guys.